welcome. It is Tenacious Thursday, as Corley Curran so aptly put it. It is one of my favorite words, Mikey G. Welcome to our viewers and listeners. Our listeners are joining us via our web radio on www.flashpointmedia.ky, and our viewers are tuned in on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. We welcome you, and we will be having an awesome morning. Morning, Mikey G.
Good morning, Lady Elise. As you said, we are going to be having an awesome morning. Is to tell yourself that this is how it's going to go and not rely on if, buts, or maybes. I had a conversation with someone, and of course, the conversation was about we are hoping that this will happen. And so we have never seen hoping that something will happen actually made it happen. And so what we have to do, we have to have a deliberate action in play to actually ignite and somewhat, get this thing going, right? Articulate the thing better by doing something about it.
Yeah, what the mind conceives, it can achieve. The importance of the will, it's something so profound, Mikey G. You just need to get up out of that bed, put your foot down on that ground, and get moving. Time waits for no man. You're tuned in, locked in, live to the breakfast hour, and we have a whole lot to share this morning. So get your cup of mint, fever grass, soursop leaf, cerasee, chocolate tea, or if you're having some coffee. Yes, all of that. If you're having some of your favorite breakfast, just grab it, come and sit and chill with us. And if you're on your way to work, we're happy to come with you as well. Come on, we have a lot in store for you this morning on the breakfast hour.
All right, so we'll talk a little bit more on the coffee and your health, and so but grab your stuff that you need, and we'll take it one step closer. Of course, this segment is brought to you by M&M Construction for all your construction needs right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. Of course, our devotion comes up right after.
Looking to build your dream home or renovate your space? M&M Construction is the perfect place. We bring your vision to life with precision and quality craftsmanship. From design to construction, we guide you every step, ensuring seamless coordination and superior results. Our professional roof inspection and maintenance services will ensure that your roof is sturdy this hurricane season. So, if you are ready to start your construction journey, call us today at 345-927-7509. Build with confidence. Build with M&M Construction. 345-927-7509.
Good morning. This is day 14. The wicked are like the troubled sea, whose water cast up mire. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 20. The Restless Sea, written by David C. Egner. I fight a losing battle with black silt on the lake bottom near our cabin. In the morning, before my grandchildren awaken, I rake the lake bottom close to the dock so they can wade on clean sand. It works well until noon. That's when the power boaters begin to run, pulling an assortment of people on a variety of devices. They make waves, which carry fresh silt to the shore. Even when no high-speed craft appear, the wind usually rises about then, creating neat little white caps. They too stir up the silt and deposit it, covering the cleared lake bottom with black gunk and littering it with debris. Imagine a sea that is always churning with turbulence. The foaming restlessness never quiets, sending up plumes of dirt and mire. Isaiah described the wicked that way. Their lives are like a frothy, wave tossed, unsettled, restless sea, never calm, never at peace. Peace is available to all who believe in Christ. Not only can we be at peace with God, but we can have the peace of God firmly settled in our hearts. If you don't have peace, if you are worn out by the turbulence of unrest, turn in faith to Jesus. He has the power to calm the restless sea of your life. If life feels like a storm tossed sea with crashing waves of endless pain, then turn to Christ and trust in Him. He'll give you peace that will remain. Our quote this morning reads, Christ calls the restless ones to find their rest in Him. End quote.
There's sometimes when lives feel so turbulent, and you find that the foundation or where you should stand on seems so uncertain, and the waves of life threaten to overwhelm you, to overpower you, and even to drown you. It's so important that we find that peace in the midst of that storm. And storms will come, as we know. We're going to be sharing about what's happening in the weather a little later on. But certainly that devotional hits home, and it should hit home for everyone who is listening and viewing this morning on the breakfast hour. If you find that there are just storms, she mentioned that in this lake, that the silt would just come. When the different boats and stuff would come, it would just drive the waves. So no matter how she would be cleaning before her grandchildren would come, then the silt, that debris and all that she would want to see would still come up to the shore. Do you find yourself sometime in life that is silt, that dirt and
Oh
stuff
my
just
word! Sometimes, Lady Elise,
coming in?
you're doing something awesome, right? And there are persons around who are so disgusted by what you're doing and despise you so much. And instead of they can't have a kind word for you in any way at all. It
Yes.
is it is it sometimes it becomes unbearable to see how much you have struggled through so much and no one helped you. But when you're up at it, almost reaching the top, they're ready to pull you back down into the gutter after you've struggled so hard. And it is right because they feel justified that you don't need to go any further, Lady Elise. You don't need to move any further up the ladder. You need to stay where you are. You too you
Take your thought.
are you so bright and out of order? You think you can get out of this box? Who fool you? Huh? What makes you think you can? And so there
Yeah.
are people who are set up in this world who are like what the our devotion suggests are wicked, and it identifies them as such. That they are the ones who decides that they will going to stand against you, not because you're doing something wrong, but because what you're doing don't align with them seeing you prosper or succeed at this thing, because you shouldn't be the one who do it. And it's troubling to see that, and there are many persons around who are like that. And so I would say to everyone who has a great idea and is going ahead and doing a great thing, please be careful of those who you have in your immediate circles, because they can be the very ones who help tear you down. That's what you must be careful of. And second, be careful of who you take these very valuable advice from. You know what I always say? I can give you some advice that I have because I'm not using them. So one of those things I could do that. The third thing I'd say, Steve Harvey reminds us that the gifts and the dreams that you have was not given to your mother as much as your mother, you love your mother, or and so she will say, boy, you have never, none of us have gone to do any of these things. I know you're dreaming about, you want to be this person who only a certain class of people can have, who tell you, just go and get a job and do something else. And so he reminds us that mommy, as much as I love mommy, she did not get the dream that I have and the vision that I have. So sometimes you have to ignore the very persons who you think would be so qualified to advise you against your better judgment. You have to develop that to do it. And so that's where I'm at this morning, Lady Alice.
So important, Mikey G, because and that's what I was going to mention. That I remember Steve Harvey um, sharing that not everyone, your dream is your dream, and he was telling the story of how he dreamed of being on the television, and so he said it to his teacher, and she was like, you know.
Are you nuts?
Are you thinking? And so, he is deliberate in sending her a television every year. Yeah, he shared that story. And so, not everyone sees your vision and the plan that's for your life. So, step in that vision and in that purpose. And so you don't necessarily have to share that vision with every single person because your vision is your vision and your
But
direction is your
secondary to that is, Lady Elise, is this very interesting part. If you have something that is burning, a seed that is planted in your soul, in your mind, or in
yeah.
your heart, you do not share it with anyone until you put it in action. Because the moment you share it with someone, they'll throw grammar zone on it as fast as they can. Because it's not that they sometimes willingly want to throw grammar zone on it. Something sometimes out of love and care for you, somebody will say, you know what, don't try that. Because you know what, there are lots of things that are going to come back on you. And so there are persons who are out there who will see you doing an awesome thing and just decide that you are not the one who should do it. How come you are doing it? And they will do every single thing possible to man to destroy the very thing that you are, lay obstacles in your way. But you always remember that these things are what propel you forward and to make you greater and better than where you are. And you must always document and archive these moments that you will have, like Steve Harvey, send a television, not because of the care that you want to give, but as a reminder of how disrespectful you were at this time of my life. And you get a television every year to remind you that you were wrong, you know, all the time over. And it might sound cruel and wicked and all that, but sometimes you have to deal with some things in a certain way. Just send it and remind somebody that you said this, and while you said it, I am still having it in my mind that I must always remind you, because you must never forget that you must never do that to someone else again. You understand?
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
kill another person's dream
No, don't
and
try to do that.
don't do that. So that's a lesson for this morning on Tenacious Thursday. But nonetheless, we have a lot to share with you. On Thursday, we are deliberate in sharing what's happening in our community.
Yes.
And, we also encourage you, our viewers, that you share what's happening in your neck of the woods, in your community. Let me say a special good morning to Marie, who is up there in Edmonton.
Good morning,
Yes,
Marie. How are you doing, Marie? Is it still cold or is it warmer? Is it daylight or is it?
she needs to check in with us and tell us what's happening in the Edmonton because on Thursday is our community focus. But what we're sharing with you this morning is again a reminder of how important it is to be part of the community as we are here. And Savannah Medical Clinic continues to provide quality healthcare. They have been doing that for over 18 years. And we had a chance to catch up with a few members of the team while we were on site for their
Yes.
customer appreciation.
And of course,
Yes.
for those who don't know, ladies, Flashpoint provides these services. We provide your marketing strategies, and of course, we also make sure that your appreciation days are well appreciated. And we will bring out our we are out there with you. We will broadcast your day event, and of course, provide this lovely background music. Not just background music, but some real hardcore stuff go on too. Drop a few tracks for you to enjoy yourself while you're live radio all through. And of course, if it's possible and we can go live television, we will do it as well. But invite us down when you have your programs or your events. Flashpoint is there. We'll be there in a flash. All right, that's what we say.
We will be there in a flash. I like that, Mikey G. I like that line of
Flashpoint will be there in a flash. Yes.
Flashpoint will be there in a flash. And so, as we're there in a flash, we want to share with you highlights.
Yes.
We
All
had a
right.
chance to catch up with Mr. Curtis Mason while on set there.
All right.
We just want to share a few highlights.
Great. So when we come back.
Welcome. We are still here at the Savannah Medical Clinic. And you were informed earlier that everything is under one roof, right? And you don't need to go elsewhere to get diagnostic services. Now, joining me is the head and cook and butter washer.
Head cook and bottle washer. Yes, correct. Correct. That is me.
The director of Asai Diagnostic Imaging. Now, for the average person, when they hear diagnostic imaging, and they're probably having questions in their mind. So, just enlighten our listeners, those tuned in on our web radio, www.flashpointmedia.ky. Share with them what diagnostic imaging refers to and how does it help in a medical facility.
Okay, thanks for having me on your program. Just a little historical perspective here. The original name of the business was Asai Ultrasound Imaging Services, and as you're correctly naming it now, it's Asai Diagnostic Imaging Services Limited. So the diagnostic imaging part of it refers to the detection and interpretation of the pathology or the potential pathology of a patient who may come in for whatever concerns, physical concerns that they have.
Yes.
So after seeing the doctor probably comes to the conclusion that there is something we need to go a little bit further.
Yes.
And so the diagnostic part of it is now to help the doctor and the patient in detecting and pinpointing what is wrong with the patient.
That sounds like a big job.
It is. It is. It requires very good eyes, as you know. Right? So patients will come to us, and of course, they are going to be concerned. Why did the doctor send me here to this place? I could be doing other
Yes.
interesting things. However, doctor is interested in my well-being, and so am I. So
Right.
I'm here, and here's this person who
Yes.
is going to be looking inside of my system.
Right.
And so that person has to be a trustworthy person. Person has to be knowledgeable, educated, confident, and has to be right. Because we cannot afford to be wrong. And that is what Asai Diagnostic has a track record of being accurate. In addition to the accuracy of our service, there's also the patient care aspect of it because
Right.
we just don't want to make money. We want to make the patient better. So when the patient comes to a side diagnostic, you will be getting, in addition to the expertise and the educational background and the experience and all that, you'll be getting a caring person, a caring environment, and so you'll be in great hands.
You heard it from the man himself. Now, I say congratulations to you? Because as you mentioned in the conversation, you were a side ultrasound imaging, and now you're a side diagnostic imaging. So you are growing.
Absolutely.
And right here at Savannah Medical, right here, Asai Diagnostic Imaging is offering ultrasound and x-rays
For now.
for now.
Because we have plans. We have plans in place. I mean, the sky is the limit. As a matter
The
of fact,
sky is not the limit. There's no limit.
there's no limit. Okay, all right. There's no limit.
There's
You're
no
right.
limit.
There is no limit. Right? The possibilities are bounds are
Endless.
endless,
Yes.
infinite.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, and as you know, when we talk, I tell you that we create our own reality,
Right.
and so this is a reality that's being created right now. I had an epiphany about 2 years ago, and when I looked at Savannah and Newlands, this community, I'm saying, there's no diagnostic facility in this area, imaging diagnostic, that is. 'Cause there were other things, there were doctors here, but patients had to travel all the way to Georgetown or to go all the way to East End, and I said to myself, it's a good idea,
Right.
to have a business within this area that could save the patients from traveling all this way, and also to have the imaging in the backyard of the community of Newlands. And so, there was a project, but it didn't work out at first. And then the ownership and management of Savannah Medical, Dr. Tomlinson and his family, they called me and said, Curtis, are you still interested in doing this diagnostic facility in the area? And I said, of course. The rest is history, and we are here, and we are happy to be here in this beautiful facility.
Certainly, it will enhance the patient care being offered here, because it's important, that when you go to the physician, there is not discomfort for you to try to find the next level of care. Right here is what we call a one-stop shop, one and done.
Absolutely.
So your
Absolutely.
common doctor requires additional information to treat you well. You have come to the right place, because Asai Diagnostic Imaging is located right here at Country Corner, Savannah, offering accurate, patient centered diagnostic care.
You're absolutely right. And in addition, there also is some formalities that um, patients who are on work permits, they are required to have chest X-rays done.
Right.
Right? And this is a very central location. We have state of the art X-ray equipment here. So this is a good facility to come to see the doctors and to get your imaging done as far as your work permit, medicals, chest X-rays are concerned.
There you have it. You heard it right here on the Flashpoint. Aside Diagnostic Imaging, located right here at Country Corner, Savannah, and they have come with a track record of giving good quality, accurate care. So I want to say congratulations again. And as we said earlier, there's no limit to what we can achieve. X-rays and ultrasound and more to come. So you
But
have to
listeners,
listen out and
I
keep
tell you this,
connected.
for those listeners who may not know it, but these two voices that you're hearing right now, if you combine the number of years of experience that exists between us,
Ooh.
should we say? And for those of us, those of you who don't know, you say, Lisa, this superstar right here is also my chief technologist
Yes,
at the side
I'm wearing
diagnostic
my Asai.
ultrasound. Just yeah, we need to change that. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I'm
right.
wearing my Asai shirt
So it's over
today.
over 50 years,
Wow,
close enough to 50 years of experience
right here.
right here talking to the public right now.
Yes. All right. So thank you for joining us, Mr. Curtis Mason, the owner, operator, and director of Asai Diagnostic Imaging. Just a reminder, there are two locations presently in the Cayman Islands, or location in Georgetown on Smith Road, and also right here at Country Corner, offering X-rays and ultrasound
For now.
for now.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank you for
much.
having me. Okay.
All right.
That's Shy Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs at Country Corner. And of course at Chestnut Center, right here in the Grand Cayman Islands. I know where Shy Ultrasound is. 50 years of experience, ladies.
Experience have to count for something, Mikey G. I
You know,
know
I long gone was the days that experience mean anything.
in this day and age where you're talking about artificial intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. People now are not wanting to hear that the experience that is there is necessary. I watched a movie the other day, and I think every person should watch this
Moving on,
movie.
Mikey G. Too many
I'm
movies.
gonna watch. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think everybody should watch this movie. It's called White Earp with Kevin Costner is the star of this one, and of course there's many versions of this one movie, but this one is a 2000 movie, and Kevin Costner is the star of this one. And I'm telling you, there are buffaloes running across the landscape, and of course when the Indians had the
Yes.
land, when the Indians had the land and they weren't slaughtered yet,
Yeah.
these Indians would say to the pilgrims who came to the land, only kill what you need for your food. And when they have already now eradicated most of the Indians and they have taken them off, they have taken over the land now, and they're out there shooting the buffaloes just for the skin, and the meat rots in the field. The Indian says, if you treat the land with respect, the land will treat you with utmost respect as well. Return the favor to you. And so the experience of the Indians was thrown through the window. And then we have all sorts of pollutions, all sorts of diseases and all kind of things coming to us that we are now wondering why. And so
Yes.
we find that there's a generation or a set of persons who do not want this to experience, but I'm happy that Asai Ultrasound Imaging is still continuing with that knowledge, that experience that will save many persons who are not having this experience and knowledge on their side.
Yes. So
It's an
important.
asset to have experience. Of course, when we come back,
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4, Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
Cayman, are you ready? Flashpoint Media proudly presents Cayman's Got Talent, the ultimate showcase of our island's best voices, performers, and rising stars. From breathtaking vocals to inspiring performances, these local talents will leave you amazed. And it all builds up to the grand finale, the Points of Praise Gospel Extravaganza on Saturday, October 25, 2025. It's a night of powerful worship, soul-stirring music, and community spirit, with part of proceeds going to Loud Silent Voices, supporting caregivers and families of individuals living with mental health challenges right here in the Cayman Islands. Cayman's Got Talent, more than just a competition, it's a celebration of faith, hope, and the incredible gifts within our community. Your calendars, invite your friends, and be part of the movement. For more details, follow Flashpoint Media on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and tune in at www.flashpointmedia.ay. Flashpoint Talent meets purpose.
This milestone is more than just numbers. It's a community, a movement, a mission.
Cayman, are you ready? Flashpoint Media proudly presents Cayman's Got Talent, the ultimate showcase of our.
All right, all right, all right. Cayman got talent.
And them talent, talent.
All right.
Just share this one. Let's share this one, Mikey G. I think it's appropriate for us to share this one at this time.
Bless me with your love. Bless me. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you till I'm gone. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you. Lord, look what you done for me. You give me life and peace, a sudden time and change. You give me light always, forever life and grace. You never make man wake. Dip on my knees and pray. Father, you I praise. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you till I'm gone. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you. What's this on me, Lord? Now this man, Lord. I'm Christian to Lord, no distance from me, God. One dip and ribbon, me on a mission for y'all. And Jesus, me call for no sleep and for fall. Have peace in me heart now, wish bad because all big and up all God, see man big God. One push and start each big and the small lad. Give man the task from me nail on the cross. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you till I'm gone. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you. My Lord is with me. I've done wrongs, forgive me. You save this kid. My love for you is real. My Lord is with me. I've done wrongs, forgive me. You save this kid.
Lord, my love for you is real.
Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you till I'm gone. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you till I'm gone. Lord, take me over and bless me with your love. Lord, take me over. I'll serve you.
Lord, take me over. That's superb, Mikey G. And bless me with your love. And that message is so profound. That talent is going to be live here on Flashpoint. Yeah.
All right, of course, registration begins now for those who have talent and who need to showcase these talents. Of course, the number to call is 1345 321 6969. Let me say that again, 1345 321 6969. Of course, call now, make your registration now. And of course, Cayman Got Talent is on the ball. Season 1 is here. Of course, we're getting started. All right, guys? So let's do it.
Okay, we are getting started. And while we get started, Mike G, we just want to say congratulations to Alec Benjamin, who scored all A's on his A levels. That message being shared with us this morning by a member of our team. He's
Wow. So I want to, how do we big up somebody?
Alec Benjamin got all A's for his four A level subjects: biology, chemistry, physics, and math.
Wow.
No, 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 normal.
That's not normal. That's wicked. Congratulations. I don't even know what to play for the congratulations this morning. I want to tell you. I don't know what to play this morning. I guess that's appropriate for this morning's experience. And of course, Alex, I want to say congratulations, sir, on your well deserved anything that is happening for treats and of course gifts and
you know,
anything.
it's so important that we encourage and motivate our youth and our young people. A lot happening, and usually at this time of year, persons are transitioning. Usually from one grade, if they're in school, they're going to another grade or to another level. If they're in college, yes, they're going to another year. But it's usually a step forward. And like Alec Benjamin will certainly be making another step, and we wish him all the best from us here at Flashpoint Media. And as we shared earlier in the interview, there's no limit.
There's
This
no
is
limit. And of course, do not beat experience
yes,
with
the best is yet
non-experience.
to come.
Experience needs, we have seen this thing too many times, Lady Alice, that
Yes,
there's a system that is set up that says that the persons with the experience are being put one side. And then there's another set that don't have no experience, do not have any experience, and they're the ones who are being highlighted. Now we are here to change that narrative or to maintain the idea that with experience comes wisdom, because that's the
yes.
root of wisdom. You don't have no experience, boss man. No wisdom exists in you. I'm going to be clear and tell you that. Now, regurgitating and reading and continue reading, that's nice. But there are things that are nice to know.
Rich,
There are
rich,
things
fancy.
that you, there are things that you, is nice to know. There are things that nice to know, things that you should know, and things that you must know. And these things that you must know comes with experience, all right? And so you must know that if you kill all the animals and burn down all the trees and everything, first you're going to suffocate yourself because you depend on the trees for oxygen. Secondly, you kill your food, therefore you're going to starve to death. And then you're going to use all this nonsense of synthetic food to eat now, and everybody's with this rubbish argument. Now, we have to see this as a real problem of the persons who claim to have wisdom with nonsensical wisdom, because the Bible says true wisdom comes from God. Therefore, there must be false wisdom. All right, I just want to drop that nugget on the table. So people with false wisdom comes and do all sort of nonsense, and we say, "Wow, they're so awesome, they're great." But true wisdom comes from God. All right.
That wisdom and that experience, as you mentioned, we know with that wisdom that the hurricane season is soon
And
to
those who
November.
don't have any plyboard yet, or button up your windows, or have any ability to close those windows, I'm gonna think twice
And
about
there
that.
is a system that is making the news, and we just want to share with you because, of course, we know that Flashpoint is international, global. We have people listening not only in the Cayman Islands, but persons are listening from all over the world and may be impacted by the system. Now, I'm going to just share the latest from the National Hurricane Center over there in Miami, Florida. And there are a few advisories that have been issued. And I'm just getting the latest update here. And while I get that update ready, um, while I get that one ready, I just want to share the graphic that's been shared on the website. Um, let's add that one. Yes. So Erin has a name, right? And the latest update, the National Hurricane Center is issuing advisories on tropical storm Erin, located over the central tropical Atlantic, right? And also, there's a broad area of low pressure located over the Bay of Campeche and is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. The low is forecast to move west northwestward across the southwestern Gulf during the next day or two, where the environmental conditions are marginally conducive for further development. But I'll show you the forecast, and that shows the track of Erin over the next couple of days. So there are several areas that are being put on watches and warnings. Then also that should be monitoring the situation. Persons in Puerto Rico, even the Turks and Caicos and Bermuda and Bahamas, they are paying close attention, and of course the Carolinas. The Carolinas are also watching. And you know the thing with these systems, Michael G,
Yes.
is even though that the forecast, it gives you a window, like a 3 day window, a 4 day window, but the monitoring of the system is ongoing, so that as the days get closer and closer, then they can be more accurate in saying, okay, it's going to be north of Puerto Rico, it's going to be so much miles and so much. And we recognize, as mentioned by our the meteorologist, is that the system is broad. So even though the system might be north of a certain area or south of a certain area, it could produce rainfall and showers. And with that said, we want to share with you our tips. Yes? Yes? Tips?
Yes.
Yes. Let's share the tips.
Hi friends, did you know that June 1 is the beginning of hurricane season? Well, it is important that you make the necessary preparations. As a result, you need to put the plans in place that are essential to make sure that if anything were to happen, that you will recover quickly. June 1 to November 30 is hurricane season. Be vigilant, be on guard, be here. We're going to share with you some tips that you can employ during this season. Come with us.
First things first, let's talk about creating an emergency plan. Create an emergency plan. Discuss this emergency plan with your household or family members. Know your evacuation routes and choose a safe meeting place if you get separated. Please don't forget to include your pets in your plan.
Assemble an emergency kit. Your kit should include non-perishable food, water, medication, your important documents, batteries, a flashlight, first aid kit, and your hygiene products. Remember, pack enough supplies to last at least 3 days. It's the hurricane season.
Prepare your homes, secure loose items outside, board up windows, trim trees and bushes to reduce risk of damages. Consider installing storm shutters and check the condition of your roof.
Stay informed. Keep an eye on local weather updates and alerts. Sign up for emergency notifications from your local government. A battery-powered or handheld radio can be a lifesaver if you lose power. Remember, be prepared.
Evacuation plans. Know where your evacuation zones and your hurricane shelters are. Have a plan when you're going to get to the shelter and how you're going to get to the shelter. Fill up your gas tank with gas and have a go bag ready with bare essentials.
As we enter the hurricane season, we have some financial preparedness tips also. There are 3 tips that I have for you. First one, check your insurance documents to make sure that it covers flood and hurricane damage. 2, secure your personal documents such as passports, insurance policies, car papers, and so on in a secure, watertight container. And 3, ensure that you get cash, because in the event that online banking or your ATMs go down, you want to make sure that you can still make those emergency purchases.
The best way to prepare is to have a plan. So, how do we plan? There are a number of ways that we can stay safe in a hurricane. The first way is to make sure, for those patients who are on a number of medications, to make sure you have your medications ready. Plan with your pharmacy and your health insurance to get those extra supplies of medication that you need to carry you through that storm. Your health insurance is very important, so make sure you have access to this and keep it in a safe place. Take a picture on your phone and store it in a cloud or on a USB port somewhere where you have this readily available in case it's necessary. For those persons who are on medications that have to be refrigerated, make sure you get them at that temperature that needs to keep the viability of those medications. If you do not have access to a generator, dry ice is an option. And if there's no dry ice, then you can keep them in an airtight container on ice. The best thing to do is to make sure that you stay safe. It's a good time now to get knowledge of first aid and also CPR, because this may become very, very useful in a hurricane. In any case, be prepared and stay safe.
Safety during the storm. Stay indoors and away from windows. Find a safe room or an interior space without windows. Keep your emergency kit with you and avoid using electrical appliances during the storm.
Preparation is the key to staying safe during the hurricane season. Remember, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Share these tips with your friends and family, and let's all stay safe this hurricane season. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more safety tips. See you next next time.
And brought to you by Flashpoint Media.
I'm Audley Scott, and you're listening to Flashpoint Radio. Rise and shine, your morning boost of inspiration, news, and fun. With Mikey G, Lady Elise, and Coralie Karen, the unmistakable combination, synergized to navigate.
It is the nation's thankful Thursday, and the days are running faster than I can ever imagine. And this year is running faster than I can imagine. We are talking about the hurricane season, and it seemed like it was just yesterday. We were speaking about Beryl, and we were speaking about it was just the other day. And yes, we are in a brand new hurricane season. Not so new after all, because we are already 2 months in. Started June, July, and now we're in August. And we hear about Erin. So if you're in the path, or if you are close to the path, or if you're in the tropics, you need to pay attention. So if you are in a local area, so you need to log on to the Cayman Weather Service, log on to the Caribbean Weather Service, log on to the National Weather Service, and find out how close Erin is to you, so you can pack your bag and be ready to move.
Is that pronounced Erin or Erin? Is it Erin? Is a female or a male? I'm not sure.
That's a good question. Erin
Sound like Erin Spratt. Erin Spratt. You know Erin Spratt is E what?
So in E in hurricane season, that means we have
but
already.
I'm saying, is it Erin or Erin?
It's Erin.
Erin, not
Yes.
Erin. So it's, if it's Erin, then it's a female, and if it's Erin, it's a male. Or is that transgender stuff? I don't know. What is it? Is it that transgender one? I don't know. Maybe it'll come back.
Ian celebrates his birthday today.
Ian. All right.
Ian.
All right. Questions and answers. All right, so let's celebrate the birthday. Let's see if I can pull up the birthday song somewhere along the line. I don't know, man. Let me see what happened here. All right, fine.
Now, somebody said this one to me. It says, "My favorite brother, wishing you a year filled with love, laughter, and everything that makes you happy."
All right. Let's see if we can get the birthday song up somewhere. I don't know. All right, fine.
But while you're getting the song up.
Yeah. Life.
All right, so you wanted to say something to this. I'm hearing the talking still, so let me hear what you're saying, because I'm not going to play the song until you're finished with that conversation. Let's have it.
Abundant blessings, as one would say. Happy birthday, Ian. I'm wishing you all the best. Yes. Wishing you many more happy ones. And
Wait, yeah, hold on.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
All right, so let's do that.
Life. Celebrate life. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year, pandem. Yeah. Go on, wanna vibe. Give thanks for life.
right, next year we do this again. Like that. I'm telling you,
Indeed.
ladies.
We wish you all the best for today and beyond today. May you be blessed abundantly with health, strength, and all that is good. And this is coming from the entire Flashpoint team, not just me, not just Lady Elise, but all of it over here. And of course, we'll touch base during the day. All the best to you and yours. Happy birthday with much love. Mwah!
Alright, that's how we want to have a little bit of birthday celebration this morning. Ian, big up yourself, man. Of course, alongside the man, Ian, is the lady Tina. I want to say a big shout out to Tina. Ladies, I have to say good morning to Tina this morning. Tina is
nice. Naturally.
Yeah.
Good morning. And
it's not her birthday, but I mean, she got to be the one celebrating the birthday. So, as much as on her, did I say that right? For this birthday, on her for the birthday celebration. So, I don't know. Of course, news time comes up next.
News time comes up next.
Thursday, August 14th, and these are the news headlines on Flashpoint Radio. I'm Coralie Karen. Deputy Governor to retire. Deputy Governor Franz Madison has confirmed he will retire on July 7th next year, marking the end of a 44-year career in the Cayman Islands government. Madison, who began as an intern in 1981, has led the civil service for 14 years. In a memo to staff, he called it, quote, the honor of my life, end quote, to serve the people of the islands. Recruitment for his replacement will be led by the governor over the coming months. Rising government staff costs. A new financial report shows spending on civil service salaries and benefits has jumped by more than $25 million in the past year, contributing to rising government expenses. While the first half of 2025 saw a $194 million surplus, MP Wayne Panton warns the country could face a $60 million deficit by year end. Former Finance Minister Roy McTaggart says breaking even is still possible, but expenses must be closely monitored. Measles warning from Health Chief. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Nick Gent is urging the public not to become complacent about measles as global cases surge. Cayman's vaccination rates remain above regional and global averages, but still fall short of the World Health Organization's 95% target. Gent says 2 doses of the MMR vaccine provide lifelong protection and warns the disease is among the most contagious in the world. Graduate pathway in financial services. Cayman Finance is seeking more applicants for its new graduate training program aimed at giving Caymanian degree holders a pathway into the financial services industry. The year-long placements come with a $40,000 salary, mentoring, and skills workshops. The application deadline is August 14th. Cayman National to delist. After 51 years, Cayman National Corporation will delist from the Cayman Islands Stock Exchange. Parent company Republic Financial Holdings now owns more than 87% of shares, triggering a rule requiring delisting. Cayman National, founded in 1974, will continue operations as usual. Concerns over early warning systems. Several of Cayman's sea level, tsunami, and earthquake monitoring devices are out of service, with some broken for over a year. Lands and Survey says repairs are planned for the next budget cycle, alongside a public education campaign on the importance of these systems. And now to regional news. In Jamaica, two minor political parties, the Jamaica First Movement and the Jamaica Progressive Party, have joined forces to contest the September 3rd election, calling the alliance historic and a chance to break decades of political gridlock. U.S. visa restrictions. The United States is imposing visa restrictions on officials from Grenada, Brazil, Africa, and Cuba over alleged involvement in Cuba's international medical missions, which Washington describes as forced labor. Caribbean leaders, including those from St. Vincent, Barbados, and Jamaica, have defended the Cuban doctors, calling them vital to health care in the region. Russia restricts messenger calls. And now to international news. Russia has announced partial restrictions on calls via WhatsApp and Telegram, citing efforts to combat fraud and what it calls subversive activities. The ban will be lifted if the platforms comply with Russian data access laws. Those were your news update for this morning. Continue to stay tuned.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
This is Flash Talk, the uncut edition. Say it just how you feel it.
No filters, no fluff, just real talk with the full Flashpoint fam. Get with it.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
From debates that might get a little spicy, including all VIP members.
This is where vibes meets voice, jokes meets truth, and we talk truth.
We are here to get real.
It's raw, it's real, and it's about time.
Big conversation. This is Flash Talks, the uncut edition. Flash Farm. What are the things then now?
Real people, real voices, real conversations.
Flash Talk, the uncut edition, at 7 p.m. every Thursday, right here on Flashpoint. Real talk, real people, real conversation. Of course, join us tonight, this evening, right here at Flashpoint on Flash Talks. This evening, of course, Lady Nikki is our host for this one. And of course, this program is designed specifically for Flashpoint team members to chime in and, of course, be a part of this program and these programs and just talk the things and just say things that are, on your mind, topics that are sometimes taboo or topics that are sometimes swept away and nobody wants to talk about. And so Flash Talks get a chance to talk a little bit on it, but of course after that, with Mario, do a different storyline on that. It might expose it a little further and even more. So of course, Cayman Got Talents comes up next.
Cayman, are you ready? Flashpoint Media proudly presents Cayman's Got Talent, the ultimate showcase of our island's best voices, performers, and rising stars. From breathtaking vocals to inspiring performances, these local talents will leave you amazed. And it all builds up to the grand finale, the Point of Praise Gospel Extravaganza, on Saturday, October 25, 2025. It's a night of powerful worship, soul-stirring music, and community spirit, with part of proceeds going to Loud Silent Voices, supporting caregivers and families of individuals living with mental health challenges right here in the Cayman Islands. Cayman's Got Talent, more than just a competition, it's a celebration of faith, hope, and the incredible gifts within our community. Share calendars, invite your friends, and be part of the movement. For more details, follow Flashpoint Media on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and tune in at www.flashpointmedia.ky. Flashpoint Talent meets purpose.
Alright, talent means a purpose. Alright, breakfast hour time, of course, guys. We are so happy that you joined us this morning for this morning's experience right here on Flashpoint. I indeed had a wonderful time with you. It's Thursday. Of course, remember, the link up later on. Yeah, man. Coming up this evening's edition, the link up. We talk a little bit more about our festival finalists that went on and still have a little residual, and of course talk some more about our Cayman Got Talent that's coming up and culminates in October at our concert in the Grand Cayman Islands. It's called Point of Praise. Of course, we will do so much more with it. Of course, registration begins now. Of course, already started. But if you did not know, please, the number to call is 1345-321-6969. Of course, give your name, number, and of course your email address. And of course, you can then be registered in this competition, allowing you to be participating in it. If not in season 1, maybe in season 2. But then guess what? Season 1 begins now, right here on Flashpoint. Of course, we had a wonderful time. I want to say it on behalf of myself and the lady Elise and our news anchor Coralie Karen this morning. Of course, Hazel G. She wasn't present for this one, but I want to say good morning to all our VIPs across the globe right now. Of course, I want to say good morning to our peeps in Grand Cayman. Grand K, good morning to you. And of course, we had a wonderful time. I want to say, for those who are innovative and creative, don't let anyone stop your creativeness. And please, listen to yourself more than you listen to others in a lot of ways. Please, advice are good, but sometimes when you think about it, you might just need to listen to yourself sometimes. It might be a better choice. Alright, having said that, remember, join us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and of course on X. Boom. Of course, if you did not like the video, man, like this program, and of course share it with someone else. When you do this, the analytics will say, yeah, these guys are doing something good for the community. But if you're a hater, share it anyhow. Share it and say, you see the people there, look at what they're doing. Share it to somebody and say, look at what they're doing. They're just so, avoid. Hit the notification bell, so when one of these programs comes up, you will get it first. Have yourself a God bless day, guys. Of course, breakfast hour begins every morning at 6:30 in the AM on our web radio at www.flashpointmedia.ky, the home of Flashpoint. And of course, if you want to find some of our programs, and if you don't know where to find any of the programs, just go to www.flashpointmedia.ky. Or just type in flashpointmedia.ky. Without the W's, it will find us. Go to Google. Alright, have yourself a God bless day. Ta-ta. Of course, I did not mention Janelle, who is working hard in the background of making sure these programs are out to you. The advisories are out. So I want to say on behalf of the Flashpoint team, Janelle is of course our manager for our office, and of course she runs the program in the background. Of course, there's much more to come on that front. Give us a thumbs up and a like while you're at it. Have yourself a wonderful day and be safe in this hurricane season.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, we'll all sing better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours
You're listening to Flashpoint, the family radio.
Hey, I am Brother West, and the only station I listen to in the morning